My girl, talking about my girl, my girl. No idea why that song came into my mind while I was getting logged in. But hello, anybody that happens to watch this. So, I took on a project that Finkel is now laughing at my back because it is going to be huge. I asked him to uncover a bunch of live streams that he had privatized a long time ago. I think it was back when sort of the early days and we were kind of under attack, and so he just put a bunch of them undercover, but it's no longer necessary. Anyway, so I asked him to open them up so I could go through and find clips. And it's actually, it's not too hard to do now because StreamYard has this AI clip thing. So I just have to go and I like download his video and then I upload it into my StreamYard. I have to play it there and then StreamYard will go through and get clips, and then I weed through the clips looking for good stuff. So yeah, it's still a little tedious. It's not as bad as if you had to do it all though, just going and watching a 5-hour video and looking for clips yourself. But that's all beside the point, isn't it? Uh, the point I wanted to make is, well, for one thing, it's kind of fun seeing this stuff that's from way back at the beginning when he and I both started doing this sort of thing on StreamYard, and we had no idea. The one, in fact, I put up a short video called "We Were Noobs" because it was like I was talking about how do I get rid of this echo, and he's like, "Oh, someone just told me about that. You have to mute your YouTube also," and like really basic stuff we didn't know. Anyway, as I was going through these clips, I came across one again from kind of the early days on Finkel's channel that there used to be a guy who hung out with Vegas Vips, and he called himself Perfect Soulmate. His name was Ben. And Ben called himself the perfect soulmate because he had considered himself a romance expert. He actually thought he was an expert on pretty much everything, which is why he and I didn't get along too well because, like I've often said, people who think they know everything are a constant annoyance to those of us who really do. Anyway, I came across a bit from Ben on one of Finkel's first shows, and I brought it here to share it and make a little commentary on it because this will tell you a little bit about Ben. Like I said, he considered himself a relationship expert and he was trying to make a living off that. By the way, he doesn't seem to have been around for quite a while. I don't know what happened with him, but let me just bring this clip up and show you. He came in and joined Finkel's panel.
Thank you, though, Dave, for introducing me to Variable News Network. He popped in on your channel. I visited his channel, and so he immediately bought my.
So that's cool, right? He met another content creator, I guess. Um, by them interacting on Finkel's channel. I mean, that's a nice thing to do. Say, hey, thanks a lot for hooking me up with this guy. I never would have met him otherwise. Except this will tell you a lot about Ben because it goes on from here. Um, Let me see if I can back it up just a little bit. Okay. So he thanks Finkel for introducing him to this guy. Let us go.
And so he immediately bought my movie, which is wow. Thanks
Yeah.
so much. It's just a 1 hour. It's not my book because he was looking for an audio book version. You know, you can just listen to
Oh,
my book. I haven't done that because it requires a lot of work. But I said I have my movie. You know, it's a 1 hour. You know, it's a course. It's an online course. You know, it teaches you pretty much about my philosophy. So
hmm.
it's different from the book, but he got it immediately. I was like, well, I hope you enjoy it, man. This is awesome. And so he's a veteran like us, and I really appreciate it. And he thanks you so much for helping him in the past. And
Oh
you
wow!
you really brought people together.
Yeah, so hey, maybe it's just me. I have this kind of cynical side, but you know, it's like he's pretending to thank Finkel for introducing him to this guy and saying, "Hey, Finkel, you're a great guy." But what he was really doing was plugging his book, which I never bothered buying it. I have it on good authority. It's very badly written. I never bothered looking into, well, I guess you got to pay to see the movie he had online. But yeah, I just, there's a lot of people around like that that they pretend that they want to talk about something else, but they're really just there to tell you, oh, by the way, guess what I'm doing on my channel? Or hey, guess what? Guess what I'm doing here? And if you want to donate, if you want to buy, it's available to you. Um, now, I remember this will be another thing to tell you about Ben. I remember he and Angry Vet had a run-in, which isn't unusual for people to have run-ins with the Angry Vet because it's all in the name, right? But and I can remember Ben saying it was like, oh, Angry Vet, he's a lousy guy. He wears purple socks or whatever he's complaining about. But he said, and he never did buy my book. Like that was something that was a critique. He was a bad person because he never bought. And okay, well, that was the thing. He kind of felt like anybody who else was a vet was required to buy his book just to support a fellow vet. And I mean, hey, it's nice when people do that sort of thing, but it is not required of you. You think I go out there looking for books by librarians? Because it's like, oh, I was a librarian too, so I got to support veteran librarians. No, it doesn't work that way. Oh well. So I was thinking if any people wandered in, I'd see if one did extend this into an actual live panel, but nobody has. Probably nobody will ever see this. So I'll just take off and go do other things. Go back to wading through some more of those clips. See
And that's the way it is.